Just because there is talk of a slime monster lurking beneath Manhattan does not mean...
Oh, it does. Look, I know Eddie and Venom. They're not what you'd call unsore losers. And we did, kind of bury them under an old bell tower.
Has anyone seen the creature since?
Long gone by the time S.H.I.E.L.D. showed up. They go to ground when you wound their pride. In this case, underground.
Venom on the loose, licking his wounds.
Now that's a friendly neighborhood problem. So, how about we go solve it?
Do you have a question?
You gotta work on your social cues.
Are you worried that Venom will hold a grudge?
I would say worried.
You still think this is a good idea?
We got all the slime in the world. So, where's our slime monster?
Vampire. Vampires.
Maybe it's the Downtown Express?
Sounds like a lair.
Sounds like...
Still so hungry.
And there is your slime monster.
Time for seconds.
Breakfast for dinner, I guess. With a side of vamp over easy.
Not so easy for the vamp.
Oh, gross, Eddie! It's hard to know who to root for in these parasite versus parasite situations.
Parasite?
A demonically possessed symbiote?
With a vampire's bloodlust.
Not good.
Come on, Eddie, don't do this!
They are definitely doing this.
I should have known that thing would crawl back to the sewers once Lilith had no use for it.
For Lilith! We don't need her!
Tell yourself whatever you have to.
Not to interrupt, but have you really been eating those vampires, Eddie?
The rarest meat of all!
So, if you are what you eat, what does that make you?
Thirsty.
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. They have trapped me!
Senses are tingling. This is low even for you, Eddie. Moping in the sewers, scarfing down the undead. Get better than this.
Better than you!
I meant more on a...
We know your blood will make us stronger than she ever could!
He has not lost his way with words.
I'm going for it!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I think that's gonna leave a mark.
Behold the light gift!
That was refreshing. I never thought I'd miss being chased across the city, but this is really getting gross.
Somehow the smell is even worse down here.
He's not eating roses.
Sorry, but you had it coming. How do I get out of this?
Their time is short. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Oh, I don't get mad.
I saw an acrobat once as a child, but he wasn't your level. I am impressed. You were too weak for this fight.
Remember the old days, Eddie? We had our differences, but were they really as bad as this?
Good or bad, we have had enough of all of you!
I'm really getting through to him today.
Your mother abandons you.
Someone get this off of me!
Here we go! It must be tough losing all the time. For like, decades. Just doing what the last guy did.
While I appreciate your attempts to talk him down, I would settle for a knockout.
That armor must be stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble. This would be a lot easier if you guys just give up now. Oh, this would be good. Looks like it's up to me. Maybe, I don't know, you should have asked Lilith for cooler outfits? This one's for you! My Greek mythology is a little rusty, but didn't Hydra originally have 9 heads? They're not giving up yet! I think I'm actually hurt. At least you get to travel to new, exciting destinations before you get beat up.
I knew this wouldn't be easy, but you can't give up yet.
originally have 9 heads?
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Gotta get out of this!
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for the minions. That you can all join Lilith together. You do not seem to be a match for us.
Late to run now!
I would say that qualifies as amazing.
You know, you're pretty good at this! Take that! My spidey senses are tingling. Remember the old days, Eddie? We had our differences, but were they really as bad as this?
We have had enough of all of you!
I'm really getting through to him today. Ooh, I like it!
That thing has been trapped!
I appreciate your attempts to talk him down, I would settle for a knockout.
I'm not sure which is tougher, but we'll get to him either way. Here we go! You can still run away. I promise we won't chase you. Sorry, but you had it covered. This one's for you! Nice! Let's do this! Looks like it's up to me! Gotta be honest, you didn't leave me much choice.
Everything according to plan.
Here comes the heat.
I saw an acrobat once as a child, but he was not nearly on your level. Welcome assistance.
How do I get out of this?
Your time has come. I'm back from this one. Let us see if they have an answer for this. We must adapt to the situation, or risk losing it all. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandons you.
Demon energy from every pore!
Don't lose it, pal. Either of you.
He is lost. One mercy remains.
Ah, yes. The elimination of one tormented soul for the good of many. Oh, but humans do love a moral dilemma. The umami of an otherwise flavorless existence.
Mephisto.
Gesundheit. Nice mullet.
Go to hell.
There's nowhere I would rather be, but I've come on business. So let's make a deal.
Is this one of those fiddle at the crossroads scenarios, or...
No deal.
My terms are as follows. I spare Venom. I cure the symbiote of Lilith's demonic touch. I end the blood fever he's given himself, gorging on curdled vampire bile. I retch a little thinking of it.
I said, no deal.
All this, and I ask but one inconsequential thing in return. Stop the vampire uprising. The undead are bad for business.
So you cure Eddie, and we keep doing what we've been doing?
Yes. Wipe them out. Remove every trace of their foul scourge from the earth. Then I will cure this pathetic creature forever.
For the last time, no.
Hold up. Give me the fine print.
Nothing much. The usual. If you should fail, you'll discover something far more threatening than the undead, namely yours truly, etc., etc., immortal soul, yada yada.
This is a bad idea.
This or he dies? We don't have much of a choice. I'm in.
Good. Just sign there and there. You may feel a little sting.
Bad food! We will destroy you, bad food!
Go get him, Ed.
We should follow.
You do have a vampire war to wage. Oh, and Peter, I'll see you around.
How did he know my... Huh. Of all the surprises we've had so far, that was one of the weirdest. So, that's a truce then, right, Eddie?
We feel like ourselves again. Weaker, but ourselves. We will spare you.
That's progress.
He didn't threaten to eat you. That is progress.
Prepare to die!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Your fate is sealed. Feel my call.
Guess it'll leave a mark.
This is the worst headache Eddie ever had! We need a nap.
What got in your head? I've kind of missed it.
It is your fault Lilith got in our head to begin with.
Is that really what you think? I never wanted that. I was trying to keep you from eating my neighbors.
Always following us. Hungry.
Well, that is kind of my job.
I am impressed.
Much appreciated. Finally!
Now that was something.
A quick fight! You!
Feeling lucky, punk?
New breed vampires have little sense of self-preservation.
Beast! Creature! What were you going to say?
New ally of ours?
We don't believe you.
Ha! I think that's the last of them. And not a moment too soon.
Is that...
Eddie?
Well, this is awkward.
You are the man in the monster?
Something like that.
So, you okay, Eddie?
Blood! It's kidding, little joke. No, I come in peace.
For once.
Really? New kids got to get in on this too? Hey, by the way, you're killing it out there. Respect.
Thank you. Not my first vampire war.
Eddie, are you yourself again?
Well, you mean, are we ourselves? Yeah, Lilith. She made us a monster. We did awful things. You know that's not who we are, right?
Of course.
So I'm sitting here, well, in there, and thinking... I saw what you did for me. So, how about we put aside all our, personal stuff?
Okay.
No, not forever. Just until this whole messed up vampire situation is figured out. Till all the innocent people are safe. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't know.
Works for me.
Shake on it. Oh, Wait a sec. Put her there, partner.
I'm there, partner.
Welcome to the Midnight Suns?
Sometimes Eddie's emotions get the better of him, but his heart is in the right place.
You guys really put the home in home base. This is an impressive setup.
I hope the accommodations are better than what my mother provided.
Your mother gave me a lot of stuff. But most of it was grief. Thanks again for what you did for me. As if my past wasn't complicated enough, your mother added a fresh pile of regrets.
I took one of my mother's pieces off the board. As long as you play for my side, we have no quarrel.
Makes me sound like a pawn. Good to know where I stand. I need to earn your trust. I get that.
Can I trust you to work with Peter?
Look, Parker and I have a complicated history, but it's water under the bridge. Well, I guess we're still building that bridge. But we have bigger fish to fry. From the bridge. But enough about us. Can you trust me after everything that happened? I mean, I kept trying to eat you.
I cannot blame you for everything my mother made you do, but your past gives me pause.
Well, don't worry about me. I'll be on model behavior. I hate to waste a get-out-of-jail-free card. So, now that we've cleared the air, I'm a little worried about the deal we made with the devil. That's the first time I've meant it literally.
I agree with you, but Peter made his decision. Our plan was to stop the new breed vampires. Now we can do so with your help.
Maybe. I can't shake the feeling that he traded the devil we know for the devil well, for another devil we know. Why are there so many devils?
If the world ends, we shall never know.
I'm glad you sound confident. The symbiote and I are on the fence. No offense, but I hear there's a gym here, and I'm itching to check it out. I'm gonna do that, unless you need something else.
Sounds good. Have a good workout.
I'm around if you need me.
Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
I'll walk you.
I like this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
I'm gonna pretend that was an accident. Everyone, you good?
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
This book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Kree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Kree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom represents the range of a fortress. The harvest happens when enemies enter that range.
That's one vital part. You're right, the bloom can represent overlapping fields of fire, but it's more than one concept. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat. But they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
If your enemy knows how you will act, they can prepare.
Certainly, for other spacefaring empires. But most worlds had no idea the Kree existed until the invasion was underway. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's Book Club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's Book Club. I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
So why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
The Kree never conquered this planet. Neither will my mother.
Exactly. Reputation makes you seem bigger than you are. We can hit them anywhere at any time. You can bet this adds to our own reputation. And that's how we defeat our enemy. As long as we're still standing, they're gonna fall.
Okay, just between us. Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
I learned a thing or two.
What, how to grow turnips on the moon?
That is harsh.
I didn't think it was that bad. But interstellar agriculture as a metaphor for planetary conquest, not what I expected.
You should be honest with Carol.
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
And how is that bad? You do not know, so this is the perfect opportunity to ask.
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
You headed out?
I am taking off.
Good meeting. Carol, I had some more thoughts on the book.
You do?
Give me a minute. I need to wash Dale's blood out.
I want to share something with you. Something I have never shared with another.
Magic,
When I was at Professor Xavier's school, I would listen to this album in my room all the time. Sometimes for many days straight.
After your time in limbo, music must have been a revelation.
It was a lifeline, but it made me no friends. I prefer to listen in solitude, as I always have.
You are not alone now.
Good, you noticed. The others would not understand. But I know you will, as we both have so much in common.
I suppose we are kindred spirits in a way.
Of course. We are both children of darkness who escaped our destinies and decided to forge new ones. We are both reformed, trying to be good guys now, even if we do not always succeed. It's nice to have someone to relate with.
It is it not?
Okay, enough talking. Let's listen to the album now. The second hour is when it really gets good.
Nico told me we were headed to the desert.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Damn. What are we gonna do without the Sanctum?
The Sanctum's gone. It's unbelievable. There really is nothing sacred to Lilith.
A successful collaboration. I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. What have you got for me, boss? Just give me a minute. You're welcome, Hunter. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
Farewell.
Strange and Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group. No pain, no gain.
We have a new edge. We thought you wanted us to round off our edges.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way. I can see why you did that.
I guess I can show you a couple of...
Later. Sup, Hunter? Can I borrow your brain?
What's the latest intel? Well, this was education. We're ready to make a move. I think I can handle that.
I document the supernatural creatures I come into contact with. One day, I'd like to publish a book on the subject. I'm writing a query letter to publishers. How does this introduction sound? The dark occult corridors of the world are filled with monstrous creatures. From Atlanteans to were-roosters to the Taker of Heads, I, Blade the Vampire Hunter, have hunted them all, and many others.
Did you say were-roosters?
Don't get tripped on them. How does the sentence flow feel? Is it clunky?
Yeah, I have some thoughts.
You're hung up on the were-roosters. All right, let's hear what you got.
A guide to the varied creatures of darkness by an accomplished vampire hunter like you will save many lives. And sell many copies.
Well, you are the target audience. But thank you, Hunter.
Just out of curiosity, the Taker of Heads?
Dude had a thing for decapitation. Too bad he didn't have a thing for cool names. But if you can't be clever, be clear, I guess. Thanks for that, Hunter. I think I will keep the were-roosters in the introduction.
Fisticuffs if you remove that nugget of supernatural cockadoodlery.
I'll give you a shout-out in the acknowledgments chapter. But I don't do autographed copies.
Lots of pings coming in from off-world, but this fight's not finished.
them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
I will make it quick.
You are nothing compared to the things I have seen and killed.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Until the end. Civilians on the move.
It is the beginning of the end.
I am impressed. The advantage is mine.
Prepare yourselves. As they say, it gets the job done.
A quick bite. We expected more.
I have a long memory.
Support units on the move.
They do not seem to be a match for us. match your strength.
Ready! Prepare to die!
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
We're supposed to have shop class tonight, but Tony really got under his skin. I've never seen him this mad. Can you help me talk him down?
Lead the way.
Thanks, Hunter.
You've gone too far, Tony.
Explain how replacing outdated equipment is a problem.
You moved my car.
It was in the way, and I moved it back.
Crap.
All this flashy junk isn't why I'm here. Why any of the rest of us are here.
Well, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, then get out of the way.
Never meet your heroes. I get it now. I don't know why I thought you could change.
Robbie just needs a little space. Let's get started. Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. Thanks for getting me those components. We're good to go. Time to... Tony, what's up?
I think your gearhead pal is still wound up.
Okay. Hunter, give me a minute. I want to make sure Robbie's okay.
Take your time. I'll assemble the prototype for the Hunter.
Oh, I'd prefer to hold off. There are some details I want to go over before we begin.
Oh, come on. You've managed so far. How hard can it be for me?
Sure, fine.
Before we get started, I've noticed Parker takes twice as long to finish these prototypes than he should. I have some ideas.
We should get started.
You know what? It's just easier if I show you.
Okay.
Sit back and watch the master at work. What? You looking for a round two? I don't want to butt heads, but to quote a frenemy, I can do this all day.
Tony, I don't want to fight you. You were my hero growing up.
Kids do love Iron Man.
Not Iron Man. You, Tony. The man who could fix any problem with technology.
What do you want, Robbie?
10 years ago, you bought the Salazar steel plant, then shut it down. Do you remember what you said at the press conference? When you announced the Stark Technology Center?
Something witty?
You said, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, you should get out of my way. Tony, you put half the families in my neighborhood out of work. And for what? You never even broke ground on that technology center.
I don't even remember this.
3 years later, most of the families who you put out of work had moved away. Follow the jobs, you know? The rest of us weren't so lucky. That's when things got real bad. But those families had it right. You need to know when it's time to move on. So good luck with shop class. I hope it's all the progress you want it to be.
You too, Parker?
Yeah, Tony. If I could manage it, how hard can it be for you?
What just happened?
I guess you are in charge now.
I didn't want this.
That is not what I saw.
I can fix this.
Maybe, but not tonight.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
I had one.
Okay, so how's the whole saving the world thing going? See you, Hunter.
You're the oldest American at the Abbey, isn't that right?
I was born here, yes, but last I recall, this land was British colonies.
Wow. So you missed the birth of our country.
The notion of a free land was not a popular idea outside of late nights at taverns.
Being a piece of American history myself, I'm kind of a buff about our history. Do you remember any big news from your time?
East and West Jersey stopped warring. It was quite a big deal as they quibbled over borders for years.
There were two Jerseys?
The Queen finally forced them to reconcile and join as one new Jersey.
Smart call, Queen Anne. Two Jerseys is way too much Jersey.
It ruined all of my aunt's maps. I suspect that border squabbles were a ploy to keep mapmakers employed. We were all pawns to big cartography money.
Now that I think of it, I don't recall meeting any Avengers from New Jersey. Hunter, your stories fascinate me. You brushed elbows with history.
It is the past. None of it matters if we do not stop Lilith.
Of course. Thank you for giving me a distraction, Hunter. I feel like I know you so much better now.
Ready to work?
Just give me a target.
You know I know magic.
Do your thing.
Does your mother have a thing for deserts and healing crystals?
I'm here if you need me.
Lilith's not stopping, and neither are we.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum.
What are you doing?
I think I'm getting the hang of this thing. What do three squiggly lines mean?
It means you should step away before Sarah notices.
Okay, so the squiggly lines just flashed red. Is that bad?
Yes, actually. What is going on? Vampires? Attacking civilians in Central Park?
Well, that means we're up, right? Innocents are in danger. We gotta take care of this right now.
Eddie, I agree completely.
Ah, first time I've heard that in years. Come on, let's do some lethal protection. Still feels good to be free from Lilith. And I hope you never have to do more than that. Thankfully, I'm free and clear now.
Do not jinx yourself.
Trust me, no one will ever put me under their thumb ever again. You lost? This one of your old haunts or something? Did they have personal space in your home century?
Cute couple.
It is good to be back in the fight.
Protect them. That means you, Venom.
If we don't get to eat, neither do these bloodsuckers.
Feel free to interrupt their meals.
Permission to eat that one?
You were too weak for this fight. I see not much has changed among the world's... Get you for this!
They are like cockroaches, but less crunchy. We don't want any more of their tainted blood on us, even on our hands.
Try not to swallow any, and you'll be fine.
We're not always about eating, you know.
Ha! Oh, you meant that?
This calls for a beast.
The light is on our side. The advantage is mine.
I don't mind you enjoying a little payback. Just remember why you're there.
Stop nagging us! We will deal with the problem!
Now you are starting to sound like my son.
I knew I should have kept you two apart.
Your mother abandons you. It is all coming back to me.
You shouldn't have tried us!
How many times is this?
If I sent Blade to handle this, he wouldn't have had any trouble.
We aren't stupid!
Good. Then focus on the mission.
On leaving us alone! Prepare to die!
Now that was something.
Well done out there. Especially you, Venom.
We smell something nasty!
Mephisto, what are you... That's better. Now, let's get a few things straight. While perhaps one may choose to save the odd civilian, contractually, in the fight to end the vampire scourge, the spirit of the intended agreement...
Come again?
I did not waste my time curing you so you could save superfluous human lives.
Still boring.
Do I have your attention now? We all know what you really are. A monster. The only version of you that remotely interests me, and the only reason I allowed this deal.
Stop doing that!
Oh, I'll stop. But you've earned an object lesson. Vampires are bad for business. Vampires keep souls from flowing to where they're most needed. With less souls, there are more soulless. Do you understand the lesson? Because it's time for some target practice.
So many targets.
I just see 2 of them. Let's see if you can do this properly. I'll give you 1 chance. Just kill them all. It's really quite simple.
Take
They cannot possibly match your strength. You had your chance to escape. Feel my pull. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
You are out of your league. Stop doing that.
You're so much more efficient without those trifling morals getting in the way.
You're just trying to survive your foolish games.
Deny it all you like, Hunter.
Return to your mother. Welcome assistance. You were unprepared. Pathetic.
It is our turn.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Can we eat? You got off easy this time.
Let us take them down together.
keep coming from? Enough of this. We are wasting our time on these.
Ready to crawl back to your home planet yet?
We were fine on Earth, not here.
Next time, run while you still can. Let us see if they have an answer for this. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Was that truly your best?
Told you this would work, Eddie! You!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Venom! Now, release us!
Acceptable outcome. You've earned some small measure of my respect. And I hope learned your lesson.
The lesson is, we do not like being the target!
Of course you don't. And that burning in your chest, that would be...
indigestion?
That would be regret. The most overused human seasoning.
Seasoned humans are delicious.
Would you?
Enough! If you want this so much, stop posturing and tell us where to go.
Find what you seek, where it all began. Now, eradicate the vampire threat, or join me in limbo forever.
You do not dare!
Right, off you go. I don't know why I bother.
Hey, you mind checking in with Eddie? Whatever happened with Mephisto has him especially bummed.
Why not talk to him yourself?
Because I want him to cheer up?
Of course. I will speak with him.
Thanks. Oh, and don't tell him I asked. Wouldn't want to spoil his mood any further.
You know...
You seem frustrated. If you need to vent, I could hold the punching bag while you hit it.
Nah, I can't take everything out on Peter.
That is not what I...
Yeah, I know what you meant. Sorry, Hunter. Didn't mean to bite your head off. Honestly, I feel like I'm the one who's getting used as a punching bag right now.
Mephisto is getting to you?
Ha, for starters. Don't forget about Lilith. And with these vampires, feels like everyone's forming a line.
That is a lot.
Your mother controlled me. She took away my free will. Now Mephisto has me under his thumb. I'm tired of being someone's puppet.
You are angry, and you should be. Channel it. Use it to fuel the battles ahead.
Yeah, I got no shortage of fuel, so don't worry. But I get your point. My symbiote is a great companion, but makes it hard for me to think straight when I get worked up. You know, I always thought of myself as the lethal protector. I can be the bad guy if it means protecting the innocent, but Mephisto has me all twisted up. It makes me think I can't even do that.
Sounds like the only thing left to do is teach Mephisto not to mess with the Midnight Suns.
Huh. All right. I can get on board with that. You know, I was actually thinking about that already. You ever heard of the legendary spear of Perseus? No, not the fabled hero who beheaded Medusa, but the real-life Macedonian king. A book in the library says he possessed a god-forged spear that made him invincible. Something like that might kill Mephisto.
If Perseus was invincible, what happened to him?
Oh, his territory was eventually conquered by the Romans. But I'm sure that's only because the spear had been stolen before then.
You really believe a blade like this still exists?
Well, yeah, it's indestructible. It's gotta be somewhere.
Eddie, are you sure this is an actual workable solution to our Mephisto problem, or is it just the first quick fix you could find?
Hey, I'm not looking for a shortcut here. I spent hours researching the spear. On the internet. But, okay, I see what you're getting at. I'm taking the screwball approach to things like I always do. But still, I have to do something. Give me some time to think. Before you say anything, just let me get this out there. I'm sorry. Lilith hijacked my brain and made me do some terrible things. Things that hurt innocent people. And now Dr. Strange's church is a parking lot.
The Sanctum Sanctorum was Dr. Strange's home.
Oh, with all the stained glass, I just figured... Who has stained glass in their house?
Someone truly strange.
Yeah, I see what you did there. I just hope Dr. Strange doesn't hold it against me. I know the Sanctum is where he liked to do his rituals. Or prayers, or whatever.
Stay out of his way for a few days, but I am sure you are fine.
I'm less worried about him and more worried about his cape. I think that thing hates me.
What gives you that idea?
Earlier today, it curled into a fist and shook itself furiously at me. Nobody else saw.
I see. Avoid the cloak as well.
Hey, if his clothes start fighting mine, I don't think I can stop it. I, never thought I'd say that aloud. Look, I get what he's feeling right now. I've spent more than a few nights crashing in bus stations or sleeping on the beach.
No matter the past, today you have a place at the Abbey.
Yeah, thanks for that. I'll do my best not to let Lilith burn this one down.
You sound conflicted about your past.
We all have things we wish we could forget.
Everyone? Even Captain America?
Are you kidding? I hear he used to wear leather pants.
You talked to Eddie? How's he doing?
He was upset at his ill treatment by Lilith and Mephisto, but he wants to do the right thing. I plan to support him.
That makes two of us.
He needs time to recover, but it seems he will be all right.
Sure, but how do I put this delicately? I'm concerned his emotions will get the better of him.
How so?
Well, Eddie was always an emotional tornado, but the symbiote doesn't help. It feeds off his emotions, enhances them.
Eddie's feelings are not his own?
Oh, they are, but they're amplified, sometimes to a dangerous degree. Take it from me, the symbiote can really wind your gears.
Eddie will have an easier time taming his impulses if he feels like part of the team.
You're right about that. I hope the rest of the team can be patient with him while he adjusts. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. If he stops acting like the Eddie I know, you'll be the first to hear it.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank. But I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
Doctor Strange will shake this off.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Damn. What are we gonna do without the Sanctum?
I'm quite pleased with these results.
Okay, so that's 2. Got more coil for me? Cross your fingers.
Protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I bail.
Find more coil, send it my way.
Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group. Better to have it and not need it, right? Ready for more? Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
And we didn't think we could get any stronger.
See you around.
We needed that sanctum.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know.
Show no mercy.
You guys are really gonna get hurt if you're not careful. Oh, this should be good. Probably best if you stay down.
You have earned this.
Ooh, I like it!
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for Canadians. That time is clearly past.
Just a scratch.
They're all looking at us, Eddie! You shouldn't have tried us.
Your time is come. You were too weak for this fight.
Take that! Right, feeling it.
You are nothing more than food. Look how dominant we are.
This one's for you. Ooh, that really looked like it hurt.
As a child, I feared the storm. Now I know what to fear.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey.
Nice work back there. I'd shake your hand, but I'm still sweating from the heat.
How are you settling into the Abbey?
Okay so far. Kinda reminds me of summer camp, but at least this time I have a real bed. Ooh, and a full kitchen.
I grew up in the late 1600s. I have not been camping in the way you have.
No, you didn't miss much. You have to go to the bathroom outside, you bathe in the lake, and you do your best not to freeze at night when it's cold.
Oh, maybe I have been camping. We just called it living.
Like I said, you didn't miss much. I was trying to be polite, but why did you make me do that? Thanks for this. My other was feeling homesick.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
What have you got for me, boss? I'll make something great out of this. Okay, so that's two superheroes strongholds. Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. Find more coil, send it my way.
Practice makes perfect.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down. The enemy's...
All right, then.
The sanctum's gone. It's unbelievable.
What's the latest intel? Really good intel here. We've got a lot to go on. This should keep someone busy. I think I can handle that.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
Hunter, got a big problem, not sure how to fix it.
Slow down, Peter. Tell me what happened.
Okay, Eddie left me a note. Real ominous stuff. Said he knows where to find the ultimate answer. Look, I've seen Venom in dark places before, but this? I'm worried he and the symbiote have hit a breaking point.
I will help you find him.
That's just it. I looked everywhere. Unless he crawled into the forge, he's not in the Abbey.
He's not in the Abbey.
Exactly my point.
He asked me to open a portal, so I did.
Where did you send him?
A church.
Where Venom and I fought in the bell tower?
Yes?
Hunter, that's where Venom was born. We have to go, right now.
All right, Peter. I will follow your lead. Ileana, could you...
Open a portal. Fine. But no more piecemeal trips. You must all return together.
That's the hope.
We are going to the church where Venom was born?
Yeah. It's where I shed the suit when I learned. What's going on, Ed?
Got to thinking. Mephisto said I would find what I seek where it all began. Gotta be here, right?
I guess this church is the place where I lose things, and you find them. Any luck?
Whole lot of nothing.
What's eating at you?
I caused a mountain of hurt. In the name of some freaky demon lady.
Lilith. She controlled you, Eddie.
She didn't do all this. I did. Look around. I'm never gonna clean this mess up. Never gonna make any of this right.
You don't know that.
You know me. I screw everything up. Maybe I deserve this curse.
My Aunt May says the easiest way to let the darkness win is to do nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't have an Aunt May. All I get is this. Whole lot of watching someone else get to be the good guy. Must be nice. You okay, Parker?
I gotta say, something's setting my spidey sense off. Kinda jacked up to maximum overdrive here.
It's all about boundaries, Parker. Gotta put that thing on mute sometimes.
Maybe someday, but this is different. It feels like...
Vampires.
You got my back? I got yours.
Brothers in vamp slime. Let's do this.
You were onto something after all, Venom.
See? You both had the right instincts. I never realized you're that sentimental.
Enough shallow attempts at bonding. We have work to do.
I can't believe my ears. Now he's the responsible one.
All right, I'm focusing.
It's all coming back to me. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call.
there be new breed vampires here of all places?
Constantly attract the wrong kind of attention.
That's the life of a superhero. Probably best if you stay down.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Oh, this should be good. This would be a lot easier if you guys just give up now. I'm going for it. Try this on for size. Hi, feeling it.
We must be close. There are more of them than ever.
Don't get overwhelmed. Simply take the rest of that.
Easy, killer. She's just trying to help. Anybody else feel that? I'm on it.
Quick bite. We barely touched them.
Good one. I hope we're making a dent. How many can there be down there?
Carol and Blade are running the numbers. She said something about factor of 10 and logarithmic spread.
Every little bit helps. I guess you're not holding back. Okay, that was awesome.
an acrobat once as a child, but he was not nearly on your level. You do not know who I am, do you?
So much meat, but so little to eat!
Almost an entire mission without mention.
Stop mocking us!
Good work. But it won't get any easier where you're going.
After you, Eddie.
After us.
These catacombs are older than the church. Look, hemolisks.
We are looking. Them could be eating.
This could be the source of the whole vampire infestation. Uh-oh, that's not a small entrance.
Infestation. Infestation?
Prince of Darkness?
Wait, you mean...
The father of death.
So to be clear...
The Impaler.
Humanity itself is the infestation. You insect.
Okay, first, arachnids aren't insects. Don't feel bad. It's a common misconception. Second, love the costume. Seriously, I dressed like you last Halloween.
That is no costume.
Crab. For a city teeming with heroes, I expected you much sooner.
I still can't believe we're talking to Dracula.
Finally on your own. Who may I thank for this welcome intrusion? Mephisto. He is a special sort of coward, never meeting his adversaries face to face. Why muddy his own hands when he can see?
Hey, Mephisto or not, we can't let you turn New York into Transylvania.
Then to the devil's implements I say, do your worst.
Here we go! You can still run away. I promise we won't chase you.
Your fate is sealed.
Far worse.
I'm afraid you might not be back from this one. The advantage is mine.
You should
not enough.
I see how it is. Man, why do you have to be a bad guy? I have so many questions. This monster?
Aren't you the inquisitive child? But what do they say? Curiosity flays the cat? We told you that wasn't
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Ooh, I like it!
Why are you... What could Mephisto hold over your head? He will free us from your bloodthirst.
And don't forget about Lilith's corruption.
The Mother of Demons has her claws in you as well? Now I understand your desperation. Then you know what we must do.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Okay, that was pretty cool. Hydra didn't train you for this, huh? Here we go again! This one's for you!
Now that was something.
You just made our list.
Take this! Nice! Let's do this!
Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
This team isn't doing very well. We must regain our strength.
I will not fall again.
Blood will renew me.
Our resolve cannot be broken. Return to your mother. Welcome assistance. I can feel her corruption spreading. Hold the light's gift. Power of the light.
Do you not realize who I am?
They do not stand a chance. Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Is that really the best you can do? This
breeze.
I thought you were supposed to be powerful. I am eternal. You won't leave here alive. Oh, and I had heard such impressive things about you heroes. Pity.
Here we go again.
Now that was something.
No mercy for the servants.
You were too weak for this fight. We'll have to do better than that.
A bad guy. I have so many questions. Do you know Frankenstein? This monster?
Aren't you the inquisitive child? But what do they say? Curiosity flays the cat. Told you that wasn't us! Shouldn't have tried us.
be tough losing all the time. For like...
This won't end well.
I will aid you if I can.
Why are you really here? What could Mephisto...
Don't forget about Lilith's corruption.
The mother of demons has her claws in you as well. Now I understand your desperation. Then you know what we must do.
Ready to save the day.
It is our turn. Will
Okay, that was awesome.
Your demise is at hand.
Fear is temporary. I am forever.
Is it just me, or is this really not working?
I fear he may be toying with us.
You must be so frustrated. But don't give up hope. You're going to overcome this trouble. Your blood will renew me.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
I have faced far worse.
This shall be of great help.
I think I'm actually hurt.
Your face. I thought you were supposed to be powerful. Is that really the best you can do? Delicious. harder.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Another chance for us. You said you would come here. You forced my hand.
I am not doing so well.
You! I am eternal.
Your mother abandons you.
Enough of this! We've got this!
On my count!
I am ready.
We are also ready.
1, 2,
3!
I understood that social cue.
My children, you think this stops my plans? Today, your only gain is an immortal enemy.
Much better. Now, could someone give us a lift out of here?
Another deal, then?
No!
No.
Yes! No?
Pity.
So, aside from the soul hoarding thing, what is the devil's beef with Dracula?
He broke his agreement. But I am pleased.
We are not!
You have made progress. I look forward to what comes next. Eddie can stay Eddie for now. Not to worry. I'll see the rest of you very soon.
Hard to believe you were once rivals. Today, I fought beside partners.
I guess you're right. It felt good working with you, Eddie. For the first time in forever, I didn't think the symbiote was preparing to devour one of my organs.
Yeah, we really sent Dracula packing, huh? And it's a relief to have Mephisto off my back.
You're a free man. What's the plan now?
Yeah. Free.
Eddie? This is the part where you say, I'm gonna eat 2 pizzas and sleep for 11 hours. At least, that's what I'd do after a big battle. But knowing the old Parker luck, that's when I'd stumble into a battle with Doc Ock.
Eddie, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I will be fine. Completely free of Lilith's control. It almost doesn't feel real.
Do you want one of us to pinch you? Joking!
Hey, boss. Could use some help.
Don't worry. Draken...
Eddie, what is wrong?
We've been so busy, I haven't processed what I did under Lilith's control. Guess my sins are still catching up to me.
Anything Lilith forced you to do was not your doing. You were blameless.
Well, the people I hurt don't have the luxury of walking away from what I did to them. So why should I? I've killed before. I can't pretend I'm above that, but I try to only take a life if it means I'm saving another. And Lilith threw all that out the window.
You see your victims' faces when you sleep?
The worst of the faces I don't remember. I get flashes of memories, like corrupted videos on repeat. I see parts of what happened, but the details are lost.
My mother did not send you to care for orphans. Consider your lack of memory a gift.
A gift, huh? Maybe you're right. Problem is, I'm never gonna know. Anyway, thanks for checking in. And don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna stick around and do what needs doing.
I know you will.
I may have lost a step, but I promise you this. Lilith will regret she ever got into our heads.
You really put the hero and anti-hero.
Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So just the two of us?
Actually, I asked Robbie and Parker to be there. They said they would if you came too.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment, but a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah, I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
I always believed Tony would do the right thing.
That's where we differ. But I'm glad to be wrong. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in.
Well, that was less painful than expected. Thanks for coming, Hunter. We all needed to, clear the air.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. Did you bring the components?
I did not.
No problem. We still have enough for a prototype. So, are we good to go on this project?
I am ready.
I can't believe that actually worked. Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
I am ready to go.
Hey, Robbie, you got a sec?
Every encounter with the new breed vampires raises more questions than it answers. What do Sin and Dracula get out of their unholy alliance? Why would Sin's Hydra troops help Dracula's cause? And what is their endgame?
I have a theory.
Go for it.
The Prince of Darkness will never share his throne. He made promises to Sin, of what I do not know. Gained her trust and her Hydra loyalists. But it won't be long before he disposes of her.
Yeah, I can't imagine Dracula sharing his throne. And Sin would never provide troops without a promise of greater power. One of them would have to go. Whatever the actual reason, the outcome is always expand the power of new breed vampires. Let's focus on what we know. Putting aside that you came face to face with actual Dracula, I did the math on how many potential vampires you destroyed in that Hemalisk hive. That place could have generated half the city's police force per week. New York would turn into a feeding ground.
As Robbie would say, we crashed it.
He might say something slightly different, but yeah, aside from dealing with the devil, I'd say we came out ahead.
I support Peter's choice. Somehow we beat the devil.
I doubt it happens often. Still, I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. Doesn't feel like a clean win, you know?
Yes, I know.
Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.